Welcome to VRD History, where we dive into the research and development that defined the icons of motorsport. Nestled deep within the idyllic Styrian mountains of Austria lies one of the most deceptively simple yet punishing circuits in motorsport history. Today, we know it as the Red Bull Ring. It is a short, hyper-fast, 10-corner roller coaster. But this pristine facility hides a dark, volatile history. Before the smooth asphalt and the giant steel bull monument, Austrian Formula One was born in the rough. In 1964, the first official Austrian Grand Prix was held at the Zeltweg airfield circuit. Built on a military base, it was narrow, painfully bumpy, and universally hated by drivers whose suspensions were shaken to pieces. It was a one-and-done failure. Formula One demanded a proper home. That home arrived in 1969, just across the way in Spielberg, the Österreichring. This wasn't just a racetrack, it was a cathedral of speed. Nearly 6 kilometers of terrifyingly fast sweeping corners, dramatic elevation changes, and absolutely zero room for error. There were virtually no slow corners. It became an instant favorite among the grid, but it was incredibly dangerous. Speed skyrocketed. By the mid-1980s, turbocharged monsters were averaging well over 240 kilometers per hour a lap. The track's vulnerability was laid bare in 1987. The start-finish straight was so narrow that the 1987 race had to be restarted 3 times due to massive multi-car pile-ups. The FIA had seen enough. The original Österreichring was deemed too fast, too narrow, and far too dangerous for modern Formula One. The circuit was stripped of its Grand Prix. For a decade, the hills went silent. In the mid-1990s, renowned circuit architect Hermann Tilke was brought in to save the venue. His task? Castrate the danger, but keep the soul. Tilke aggressively shortened the track from 5.9 kilometers to 4.3 kilometers, slicing away the most lethal high-speed loops and adding heavy braking zones to encourage overtaking. Reopened in 1997, it was rebranded as the A1 Ring. Though it lacked the terrifying grandeur of the old track, the A1 Ring produced immense drama, none more infamous than the 2002 Austrian Grand Prix. Ferrari's Rubens Barrichello had dominated the entire weekend, but on the very last lap, under strict team orders from John Todt, Barrichello was forced to pull over on the start-finish straight to let Michael Schumacher take the win. The crowd booed relentlessly. The scandal was so immense it led to F1 temporarily banning team orders entirely. By 2003, economic pressures and shifting politics saw F1 walk away from Austria once again. The grandstands were demolished. The track was left to rot, literally split open by construction that was abandoned halfway through. Enter Dietrich Mateschitz. The late co-founder of Red Bull bought the ruined circuit, poured millions into its revival, and in 2011 it reopened as the Red Bull Ring. By 2014, Formula One made its triumphant return. The modern layout is the third shortest on the calendar, but it is a relentless challenge. The first half of the lap is an engineering test of pure horsepower, forcing cars up steep hills into heavy braking zones. The toughest corner, turn 3, drivers fly uphill at over 300 km per hour, only to drop the anchor down to a mere 78 km per hour in just 2.5 seconds. They experience a staggering 4.6 Gs of deceleration while stomping on the brake pedal with 142 kilograms of force. The second half of the lap changes entirely, morphing into a downhill toboggan ride through rapid, sweeping corners like the Rindt right-hander, a direct homage to Austria's first world champion, Jochen Rindt. The track has become a fortress for Red Bull racing, with Max Verstappen claiming multiple dominant victories here. Yet, because of its short lap time, qualifying margins are razor thin, often decided by mere thousandth of a second. From the bone-rattling concrete of the Zeltweg airfield, to the lethal beauty of the Österreichring, to the high-tech arena of the Red Bull Ring, Austria's place in Formula One history is etched in stone. It is a track born of danger, saved by vision, and loved by generations. The hills are alive with the sound of speed. Subscribe to join the grid and hit the bell icon to make sure that you are not left behind.